endless strength and perfect clarity is the 5x5.
It's Real Talk with David and Duane. Hold up, Duane? What happened to Nikki? Let's find out.
Yes, it's Real Talk with David and Duane. And this is the 5x5. I'm your host, David, and this is a guy that I've been trying to get a show together for quite a long time, and we finally made our schedules click and they're working. And a good guy, check him out on Spreaker. It's the Duane Hadley Show, and my co-host today is none other than Duane Hadley. Welcome, Duane Hadley, to the show.
Thanks a lot for having me here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 5x5 show. Of course, I'm Duane Hadley from the Duane Hadley Show. Let's have some fun here.
Thank you so much for joining us. And my friend Icon from the Off Limit Show has joined us in the chat room. If you guys want to call in, we have a 30-minute show. So if you want to call in and say hey to Duane, say hey to me, or join us in our chat room, you can go ahead and call at 914-803-4988. We'll be glad to say hey to you guys. So Duane, finally, we're doing a show together. Like I said, I've admired your show. I've been listening to you on Spreaker. You're getting some momentum behind you now up. So I'm happy for you. Good job. So what's going on?
Not much, man. Just sitting here, relaxing, trying to keep warm. It's getting kind of cold out here in Wisconsin. Apparently, there's a high chance of a little snow. I know people don't want to hear that dirty S word, snow. But, yeah, there's talk about snow going on in Wisconsin. How's it going over there?
It was an awesome day today. It was like maybe 60-something, but all the trees are turning, and I had to take my mother to the library today. And so there's a huge park, and all the colors. I didn't even get a picture. Sorry, guys. And it was just all the colors, and I love this type of weather because you can start putting your sweaters on and your boots. And not that I'm a fashion person, because I'm not, but I like dressing the part, and so I'm enjoying it. So no snow of yet, although this area does get a lot of snow. I'm in the Midwest, and we can get a little snow, but I'm not ready for that until December. I love a white Christmas. When I lived in Atlanta, I didn't get any white. One year I was there, it snowed on Christmas, so I love white Christmases. Christmas coming up, the holidays, everybody's being really, really busy. So I'm excited for this time of year. I love it.
Here's the thing, man. I'm glad that you are, but see, here's the thing. I'm a California native. I was born and raised out in San Diego. Go Chargers! And I'm used to the nice and warm weather. All we had to worry about there was the occasional earthquake and the heat. So hot, yeah, that's right, so hot you could probably fry an egg on the ground. And now it's cold outside, and it's just I don't know. I've been in Wisconsin for about 12 years now, and I'm still a California native at heart.
Oh, I did not know you was from California. I've never been to the West Coast ever. I'm going though. I'm going one of these days. But anyhow, so Duane had emailed me earlier about something he wanted to share today on the show about animal cruelty. What's going on? I seen today on the Today Show on the website where there was a puppy who had been, I guess somebody was selling dogs out of a box. I guess it was little bulldogs, and the person who was selling the dogs, they put one of the dogs in a trash bag next to the box. So when the person went to go see what was going on, she's like, "What's in your bag?" And the person didn't say. So she looks in the bag, and there's this dog kind of laying flat. The puppy's name is Harper, and she has a disorder where she couldn't move. She was paralyzed. It was a paralyzed puppy, and so the person was just going to throw this animal away. I'm like, I can't see anybody being cruel to animals in that respect. But, we live in a different world. We live in a different time, and everybody's not as caring as we would like them to be, even for our animals, pets, things of that nature. Because if you have pets and they're not neutered or spayed, then you're responsible. You should be responsible for the animals that they produce, the puppies and the kittens and things like that. And there's a big growing problem, especially in my city. There are stray cats all over the place, and the problem with stray cats is that the cats that don't have human contact, they're feral. They carry diseases. Cats carry a form of HIV, and they get sick. So why let these animals suffer if you're not going to spay and neuter your pet? So get your pets spayed and neutered. But back to the story at hand. And I want to say real quick before I get too far, happy anniversary to my friend Iconoclast from the Off Limit Show. He is celebrating his 7-year anniversary with his husband. Congratulations, you guys. Many, 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 many more years of happiness. And if you guys have any anniversary cake left, you know my address. You can send me some. That was my fat people problem saying for today. And so back to Harper. And so the animal has puppy swimmer syndrome. So the person takes the puppy and she starts massaging it. That she noticed, so she thought she was going to have to euthanize it the next day. Rather than euthanizing the puppy, she starts massaging it and it starts to move its neck. And she's like, and then her friends were like, maybe you can save this animal. So they took it to a person who does it professionally for animals that are disabled, and they put her in a water therapy class. So the puppy starts moving its legs and starts to swim. And right now, the puppy almost has full mobility in its legs. It was on the show with Matt Lauer on the Today Show, walking around. But this just goes to show you, miracles do happen, and I think sometimes things just need a little bit more love. And just like people, I think we just need to keep us going and keep us in the positive direction. I think we just need a little more love. And I think sometimes if somebody knows they're cared about, I think that gives them more determination to succeed. And that just goes for animals. I couldn't see my animal, my dog. I have a chocolate lab. I couldn't imagine. Actually, I walked him this afternoon, and he was just so happy just to walk. I keep him in a dog pen because I don't want him getting out. But he's not, chained up or anything. He's in a dog pen, so I took him out. So I walked him around a little bit, and he was just happy. He was happy. He tried to tear my Nietzsche jacket up, though. I didn't appreciate that, so I had to put him up. You can do anything to me but touch my clothes. But anyhow, I don't know if Duane's back with us yet, so...
I am back. I do apologize for that.
It's fun.
No, it's fun, dude. Here's the thing. My wife does this little basket class where she makes these pretty cool-looking baskets, and she's going over to that. She needs me to do quick laundry, so I had to pull my son out of the car because they went to grab a bite to eat. So, yeah, I'm doing like 2 or 3 things right now. I apologize that it took me a while to get back. So,
you're totally fine. I shared a story I had an animal cruelty story as well that I shared. So, it's okay. It's okay.
Sad. It's sad. It's so sad how people have, so much disrespect for animals that they do this kind of stuff. Anyway, the article that I wanted to talk about, I found on Yahoo. I'm quoting verbatim. The principal of a private school in Houston claims it is unfair that she is being charged with animal cruelty after 3 small dogs were found to be in deplorable conditions, including one dog whose leg appears to be rotten and fallen off. Rosa Mendez, a 57-year-old who was arrested on Monday and charged with 2 counts of animal cruelty after she took the dogs to Houston's Bureau of Animal Regulation and Care. A veterinarian at the center alerted the police according to the court's documents. Now you can go on and on about it. I can continue to read the whole entire story. But the whole thing is that she didn't feel like she did anything that deserved to be punished. And my point of view is you got an animal, you've got a responsibility to take care of the animal. The least you can do is do it right. Enough of that. You know what? Here's the thing, and hearing your point of view and hearing other people's point of view on animal cruelty, it's definitely something that's nice to know there are people out there that are mature enough to share this opinion that even though it's just an animal, there's no reason why you need to treat them like they're nothing. They're living creatures. They, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words because I've had pets before. I've had cats, dogs, birds, fish, and it still hurts me when you hear like people that will abandon dogs because they're too busy. That was another thing that this teacher said. She blamed it. She said, what was her name? Martinez told the police officer Suzanne Holyfield that she had, quote-unquote, overcommitted herself to work in nonprofit organization. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give the BS award to this person. It doesn't matter how much responsibility you have. You still have a responsibility to this animal. I mean, my gosh, wake up and smell the maturity. I mean, you're old enough to, get a job, take care of yourself. It's that, you should be responsible enough to take care of an animal. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I was sharing with everybody earlier. Your responsibility when you have these animals that you do not spay and you do not neuter, they procreate, and animals like having sex just as much as we do. And then we're responsible for our children. Somebody's going to be responsible for the animals. And I said, especially with cats, if they don't have human contact, they're feral, or even wild dogs. So, we have a responsibility to take care of your animals as if you was taking care of one of your children. That's how I see it. People may not agree because I see it every day in the community I live in with dogs just running amok, cats all over the place. And it's unfortunate that people, like you said, they're not mature enough to be responsible to take care of an animal that they chose to, take charge of. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back.
Okay.
Podcasting straight to your MP3 player. Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Hey everyone, this is Duane Hadley from the Duane Hadley Show. Check out the 5x5 on Spreaker.com.
And we're back here with Duane Hadley of the Duane Hadley Show on Spreaker.com. Duane, I know you said you had a couple of shout-outs. Who you want to give a little holler to today?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to do a quick shout-out to, not only, let me just say this, I'm not being paid to say this, listeners. The 5x5 Show is a fantastic show. This guy that you're listening to right now is Awesome guy, gives me great feedback, has everything great. I greatly appreciate. Thanks a lot, man, for letting me be on your show. Thanks for supporting the Duane Hadley Show. But I want to do a quick hello to a fellow podcast host. She hosts a show called Juice Talk Radio. Listeners, if you love what you're hearing on the 5x5, if you love what you're hearing on the Duane Hadley Show, check out Juice Talk Radio. She's on Spreaker.com. I highly recommend it. You're going to love it, listeners.
Cool. And I'm sure they love your show just like I enjoy your show. But this is what we really been wanting to talk about is the WWE.
World's worst entertainment.
Duane has a lot of good shows about the WWE, and so I put my little comments on there. You start.
You know, listeners, let's first of all, I want to thank you so much, Matt, for letting me start off. Let's start off right now. I'm not just joking around when I say the WWE is the world's worst entertainment. Listeners, let's go back to the day when we had the Attitude Era. Unfortunately, I didn't watch it back then. I didn't start watching it until about 6 years ago. Back when we had ECW. Now, I'm not talking ECW back when it was the real ECW. I'm talking about the extremely you-know-what wrestling, where it was embarrassing. WWE is the emperor. They're the high, creme de la creme of wrestling. But yet they're also very embarrassing to discuss. And I'm embarrassed to say that I'm a wrestling fan, at least WWE, because here's the thing. Mr. McMahon's got a lot of money, so it's not like he's going to, not be able to afford the finer things in life, but he needs to take care of his business. He's got to take care of the tag division. He's got to take care of the Divas division. They need to get rid of some of these wrestlers that don't need to be in the WWE. I mean, come on. When's the last time we saw Yoshitatsu? When's the last time we saw, we just recently saw Tyson Kidd. We haven't seen him for a while. He was recovering from an injury, but still, there's these wrestlers that are really good. I love watching, and I know other people like watching them too because they're still on the roster, but yet you don't see them.
Yeah, I'm tired of I'm tired of Hunter or Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I don't know. This is all. I know it's for the show with Mr. McMahon being gone, but to me, I'm bored most of the time. I think a couple of Fridays ago they had a pretty good Friday night SmackDown. The return of John Cena was obviously good, but I think I've asked you that. Where's Sheamus? I think you told me he was hurt. They're not using Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, Brodus Clay, and Tenzai. They're not even using them anymore. The Funkadactyls get more time than the Funkasaurus. And I'm like, what's up with that? And then the Divas, maybe they get one match, maybe a show. And I'm tired of them too. They're not entertaining.
You got to realize this. Thank God we're not seeing Tons of Funk as much as we used to, because that is just so. Here's the thing: the WWE is insulting the intelligence of us mature adult wrestling fans. Yeah, we don't need to see blood and gore, but still, we don't need. They need to not make this PG-related wrestling more. It seems like they're pandering more towards the children. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having it, able to be watched for children, but still, when you've got, tons of fonts that are a joke. Sheamus, yeah, you were talking about Sheamus. Here's the thing, fella. This is the only Irishman that's out there. I like him as a fellow Irishman. I'm an Irish American, so I support Sheamus, but we haven't seen him lately because of an injury. He's injured.
Here's my thought about injuries. Is he really injured, or he hasn't renegotiated his contract? Which is it?
I have no clue, man. I have no clue at all. I know the rumor behind Sin Cara is that he is too stuck up. He's stuck up, and either he's constantly injuring himself, because I went to a party a couple of nights ago and I dressed up as Sin Cara. Everybody said, "Watch out! Don't hurt yourself! Watch out! Don't hurt yourself!" Because
no way, that's funny.
Is constantly injured, and
they need to be careful, because Los Matadores, is going to take the place of the for the Latinos on WWE. If Sin Cara and
let's not go there too, man. Okay, and I apologize for interrupting. I apologize for interrupting, man. But do you know who they actually are? You know that's Epico and Primo.
No way.
It's Epico and Primo. And here's the thing: they're matadors. Matadors are more Hispanic, but Epico and Primo are Puerto Rican.
Oh wow!
Once again, not only is Vince McMahon the WWE. You know what? I apologize, people. The views of Duane Hadley and Duane Hadley show are not the views of the 5x5 show. The WWE is clearly racist and sexist. When's the last time we saw an African American champion? Think about
True.
it. When's the last time we saw the Divas get equal rights as of airtime than the John Cena's? I can't even stand John Cena. The guy is the biggest butt kisser of the WWE. I mean, why?
I like John Cena.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. You know how he does this whole "you can't see me" thing? I like to say, I wish I couldn't see you. Because this guy, no matter what, he's got the 5 moves of doom or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. But John Cena, listeners, he is so boring. He says it's like when you watch John Cena, it's like you're going through deja vu. It's spooky.
Stick every time, but I like him.
Yeah, I know.
You know why? Because he's a good shit talker. That's why I like John Cena.
Oh yeah, and of course you know that the only reason why he is the World Heavyweight Champion right after recovering from his injury is because he's John Cena. He's the biggest
totally.
cha-ching. He's the biggest cha-ching in Vince McMahon's eyes. All he sees is dollar signs. Now, why don't we see people like we've got Cody Rhodes and Goldust as the tag team champions. I'm glad. Better than the Shield. But why don't we see people like, Santino Marella Santino Marella, he's a complete joke. I don't think he should be in the WWE.
It's all comedy.
It's all comedy, and they don't need comedy in it. I mean, when's the last time you saw 2 boxers fighting against each other and one of them say, "Ha, got your nose"? You don't see that.
Good point.
You don't see that, listeners. I mean, I know, Go ahead.
No, I was like, I like some of the comedy. I think they have to do it for entertainment purposes only. But I predicted that when John Cena came back, I'm like, he's gonna beat, who is it? Who was the guy? I forget his name.
He was going against Del Rio.
Yeah, Alberto Del Rio. I'm like, they're going to let him win, and I predicted everything. I'm like, because the storyline was too big for them just to let Dan O'Brien win the championship. I'm like, they're going to stretch this out, and then I guess the next thing, what's the next big battleground? I guess is coming up. The
next one coming out is Survivor Series. We're going to see the Big Show going against Randy Orton, and that one I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing the Big Show come back and be a champion. I like him. I don't know about you, but I thought the Big Show was a better face than a heel. I mean,
and I like the storyline.
An angry giant. That's all he was.
Yeah, I like the storyline. But then again, where's Mark Henry? He's nowhere now.
The dude
that's that big thing
again.
between him and John Cena.
I don't know how he got injured, but apparently he got injured again. Or maybe he's overseas. Who knows?
Who knows? Because I'm like, I like the storyline between him and John Cena. Remember he body slams John Cena after he pretended like he was retiring from the WWE.
Yes,
body
that
slam.
was
I love
shocker.
That.
Oh
but
my
then he
gosh.
disappeared. We haven't seen him. And then, but I think they're grooming the Usos to be the new tag team champions. I think that's the progression. I think that's the direction they're going with the Usos, which I happen to like. And one of them dates one of the Funkadactyls because I do watch Divas live. Don't laugh at me.
Oh yeah, me too. Now let me ask you this, man, and I'd love to hear other people's opinions. Maybe you can, send a tweet to the 5x5, or you can send a tweet to the Duane Hadley Show. My Twitter handle is, of course, @DL_Hadley. If you were running the WWE and you decided who would have the titles, who would be the current champion? And I'm not talking about people that are champions right now. Who would you like to see the WWE champion, the World Heavyweight champion, the Tag Team champions, the Intercontinental and the United States champion, and even the Divas champion? Who would you like to see?
Wow. Me personally, I would like to see John Cena to be the main champion. I don't like, what's the new Curtis Axel. I would like to see Kofi Kingston have the international championship. The world, it's up for grabs. I really don't care. Sheamus or somebody like that. Or even give it to Daniel Bryan. I would like to see one of the Funkadactyls as a Divas championship. And then the Usos as the tag team champions.
You know, first of all, let me just say this once again. The views of the 5x5 are not the views of this show. Just kidding. I'm not a John Cena fan. I'm the kind of guy when I went to Extreme Rules, it was, the Elimination Chamber match. It was up in Milwaukee. I was one of the few proud people that said Cena sucks because I'm a CM Punk fan. I love CM Punk. The guy's straight edge. I respect him and all that. But my point of view, my idea is if the WWE was under my control, first of all, I would get rid of Santino Morella's. I'd get rid of the undercard wrestlers. Take them back to NXT. Help build them up because there's some people that's like they're clearly not that great of a wrestler. I'd have, give CM Punk the WWE title back. Randy Orton, yeah, he's okay. I'm not a heel guy. I've never really been a Randy Orton fan. Give CM Punk the WWE title, World Heavyweight title. Give the World Heavyweight to, give it to Christian. We haven't seen Christian in a while because he's recovering from an injury, but I'd like to see Christian get a title. Give Rob Van Dam, that's right, Mr. Monday Night, give him the United States title. He is currently gone for a while because he's got in his contract that he only has to work 6 months, then he gets a break, and then he'll be back probably around Royal Rumble. Give the Intercontinental title to, give that to Tyson Kidd. You remember the last time we saw Tyson Kidd with a title? He was half the tag team champions. Him with David Hart Smith. That's how long ago it was. And Divas champion, listeners, Divas champion, I'd have to say give it to, there's only one person that I would love to see the Divas champion, and I'm talking about Layla. I'd have to say she's one of the good ones. AJ is not, I don't really care for AJ. No, me neither. Even though I do occasionally dig the crazy chick once in a while, but still, she's not that great of a wrestler. She is all talk, but no action. That's what I've got to say.
Yeah, I like CM Punk more as the antagonist. He plays that role very well, and I like that storyline. I think it's the fire is kind of going out now between him and the Walrus. But and Ryback. I'm tired of Ryback. I'm done. I liked you before because I used to hate CM Punk, but now I'm like, I like you as the antagonist. I like, you're trying to get your title back. You're trying to be CM Punk again, and I like the road that he's traveling now. But unfortunately, our road is coming to a close. Thank you so much, Duane, for joining me today. We're definitely going to do this again, and we'll have a complete WWE show. You can always check out both of our shows on Spreaker. This show will be on Blog Talk Radio. Thank you guys for joining us. Duane, any final thoughts?
You know what? I say this at the end of each one of my podcasts. Everybody remember this. Have a fantastic day. Treat each day like as a gift. After all, listeners, it is called the present. Set your goals. Set goals to reach those goals. Remember, never look back. Always look forward. Circumstances do not define you. You are in charge of your own happiness, and there's no such thing as roadblock. There's no such thing as failure. It's just a roadblock to success, and I don't just say that. I'm not just reading that off a sheet. That's what I believe. And thank you so much for letting me join you on the 5x5 show. You're doing a fantastic job, man. Thank you so much, Duane. And he said it all, folks. We'll see you next time. See you later, guys.
Check us out on Facebook at The 5x5 or tweet us at The 5x5 or go to Recycle Blog Talk for past shows. Thanks for tuning in.